And before beginning, I would love to hear from you. If you are seeking financial advice or have questions, I've put together a very short Google Form survey. The link is in the description, and I'm really interested to hear what your single most important financial advice question is. I have for you folks some great answers and financial advice on how to easily go with a mortgage. Getting a mortgage, especially your first on your primary home, can be one of the biggest decisions you ever make. How can you get some peace of mind before you even ever choose? How do you know you won't grow to regret your choice in some way? And how can you weigh all the difficult and numerous considerations there are while selecting the right parameters? The absolute biggest question to answer for yourself first is, how big of a mortgage do you want to take out? All else equal, the amount you can spend on your new property will be determined by how big of a mortgage you take out. It seems natural to want to push the boundaries a bit and get a nice beefy loan for your new property, but we all know that mortgage has to get paid, whether it's for living, vacation, or renting. You have to know ahead of time that you really feel good about getting the bank their money each month, no matter where you are or how things are going around you. Answering how big of a home do you want is a must. You really should get the home you want. It's the one you want. We're not talking about the 13-bedroom mansion on the beach. We're talking like the one you think you want, the one you already figured out that you think you could get. More bedrooms, more bathrooms, an extra parlor for the guests. All this factors into what people are willing to pay. There's no magic formula to take these parameters and total square footage and a zip code to compute a price, but they are factors. You have to think about, where are you trying to buy? It's location, location, location. That's 3 locations. We don't even know all the factors that give location. Schools, busy streets, houses nearby, parks, kids hanging out a little too late into the evening. All these factors of location get thrown into the actual home to name a price. You've probably already spotted a few pockets you'd love to focus on. Know what mortgage amount computes realistically to you getting one of those homes. There is no financial advice that can compute them all. You have to think a little bit about the future also. What do you think about the appreciation of the homes in the area will look like? What do you think the appreciation of your home will look like? This is a total guess. We cannot see the future. Any number of scenarios can play out. Look at a few scenarios. Appreciation of homes will be tied to economic outcomes. The easiest example is the factory town where all the homes are worthless because the price of glass plummeted and everyone left for new work. This is very pessimistic, and it still happens all the time. The famous examples of little rows of neighborhoods around Detroit and Cleveland have failed to recover for decades amidst the loss of manufacturing. There are happy outcomes. Look at them. You're hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. You can't plan all for failure because things do tend to work out. If everything goes right, then you should have what you want, what you wanted. It should not all be a hedge. Think about what else you need with that home. Are you going to build a garage in a couple of years? Are you going to get brickwork touched up, a roof soon, leaks in the basement? It could all be so much money. Make sure you take out what you need. Getting more money later is always possible, but when you're buying is the smartest time. Another big question to ask is, what is your income going to be like when you have the mortgage? If you're young, then you're planning on a growing income. Does that mean growing about with inflation, maybe even a little less? Or does that mean you somehow suspect you have a career path that will hurtle you forward quickly? This will all depend on your career. We all know the pay data is available and know how to search for it on the internet. Make a careful estimation. All you're trying to do here is answer the question, how do I avoid borrowing so much money that's going to be a problem? That is such a basic financial advice question that you need to answer for yourself. The same economic considerations that apply to your home will apply to your income. That means you have to weigh them. I love the manufacturing example. It happened and it's happening. Does everyone in your area pretty much work in real estate? There's going to be some bad years. How tied up might you get? Would you need to move? You could have to sell at Lowe's. Many people do. It's, oh well, keep trying, but it might sting. Understand the regret. There's the same to the positives. We wish we got a bigger one, a nicer one, a better neighborhood. We could have afforded it after all. It's okay. Nothing is perfect. Things tend to work out often enough. If you think through, if you look forward, you can choose the mortgage that will suit the potentials the best. There's so much stress when buying a new property, even if it's your 14th purchase. It's lots of money. It's strange to owe some changing entity for years and years. Your decision will be good when you take care to answer the biggest questions. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to fill out the survey in the description if you are after financial advice.